Hi, welcome to Beautifully Unbalanced. I hope you're having a great day. I'm a mom to three kids, 4 and 6-year-old boys, and 16-month disabled baby. 3 weeks ago, we saw a functional pediatrician and he recommended that we try blended diet for the baby. He said it might improve her digestive health, it might improve the reflux, and the general well-being for the baby. So in today's video, I want to show how I am preparing the batched blended food, and I hope it can help you to not to be afraid of this diet. It's very manageable. It does require some time in the beginning, but once you get a hold of it, it is pretty simple. And once you accumulate certain foods, the variety of certain foods, it also much easier and requires less time. Right now we are giving 3 blended meals per day. In total we have 5. So we started about 3 weeks ago. We started with 1 meal per day, and we used only one ingredient. It is so important to add only one ingredient at a time so you know the baby can tolerate it well. So we started with chicken bone broth that I made at home. Then we moved up to sweet potatoes and with the chicken broth. And then we added the chicken itself. So about every 2-3 days, I was adding new ingredient, and every week I was adding a meal per day. So right now, again, we have 3 meals, and probably we're gonna stay on it another week, and then we're gonna move up to 4 meals per day. I just want to try other foods that she can to see if she can tolerate them, if she likes them, and then I'm gonna start moving up the number of meals per day. So I'm starting the food preparation on Saturday just because I have a little bit more time. During the week I'm working and homeschooling. So here is the white sweet potato. I put it to steam in baby cook. I also have orange sweet potato and the kale that I already shown, organic kale. And also I'm starting to throw some meat there. It's I have chicken, I have lamb with bones, and also some beef. And I apologize for the noise. I'm here with the baby recording the video, so it's gonna be a lot of bubbling, monitor, and it's gonna be a little loud. So here is I'm using the pressure cooker for all my bone broth. I'm labeling the baby containers as I go. I purchased them on Amazon. It's lid free and plastic free, so it's pretty safe for the baby. And I'm gonna feed it to her right away. I got my syringe going already just to try these foods. I'm excited to give her the real foods as it's so healthy for her, and I'm hoping it's going to be better for her stomach. I am preparing the second batch right away, and this way I have a lot of food stuff stuck in the freezer. I'm using the baby cook for the steam, and I'm using the Vitamix to blend the foods because it blends it so great. I was shocked how many containers I used. So I purchased 24 containers at first, and here I decided to buy more, and I decided to buy actually 32 this time just because I was using so many for the food preparation. So here is the beef. I am pouring it to the containers. I already cooked it in a pressure cooker and blenderized it, and I still think it's a little bit thick, but I will add bone broth later. I do want to mention a few points about the blended diet, and the first one is when you have a thick food and it does get stuck in the extension, What I'm doing right now, I'm just taking a little bit of water, the small syringe, and I just flush it. I take out the big syringe and flush it with the small one with like a 2 ml. It does help a lot with the food getting unstuck. And also there is another thing that I was considering, replacing her 12 French with 14 French. And I realized that both of them use exactly same extension. So it's really not gonna help to push the food through the extension, but the G tube itself, it's a little bit wider. But we decided not to go with 14 French for now to see how it's gonna go. Those are just two small things that I noticed while I started our journey in blended diet. Here I'm starting on broccoli preparation. I washed it and I cut it in pieces. I have a lot of broccoli here because I was thinking to also use it for lunch for the other kids. I'm gonna steam it the same way and blenderize it in the Vitamix. And I'm gonna thin it out with the bone broth. And here is the final result. It came out very good. It is pretty thin, and I think we can just use it once we take it out from the freezer. Today's Sunday, and I'm starting on another food preparation, and I'm gonna use organic rainbow carrots for blended puree. I'm cutting them in smaller pieces, so this way it doesn't take too long to cook. And then they're gonna go to the Vitamix again. I forgot to mention that yesterday I made a batch with the organic regular carrots, and I used the store purchased bone broth. The reason is because my the bone broth that I had was lamb and it was frozen, so I decided to just try the commercial bone broth. However, it didn't smell good and the baby didn't like it, so I still froze it and left it for future. But I think I have to use the homemade bone broth just because it doesn't have all these ingredients as the store purchased one. And while I'm steaming the rainbow carrots here, I am cutting the zucchini for the next batch of the food that I'm gonna make, and I'm also defreezing the lamb broth. Few points that I want to mention about the blended diet is that, first of all, I noticed in the first few weeks that we started on it, it is tolerated a little bit better than the formula by the baby. Secondly, I have to make the portions a little bit smaller because I believe it's much heavier than the formula on her stomach. And also, if you want to make it a little bit more caloric, just add some olive oil. Maybe 1 teaspoon or 2 teaspoons per 4 ounces. I hope you liked this video and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe. It inspires me and helps me a lot. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.